Hello everyone, it's Seiji and today I will be showing you how I created this, the Queen of Nothing inspired look. So let's start. Okay, so this is me last night and my hair is actually quite stretched out right now because I curled it about 2 or 3 days ago. I always try to keep my hair stretched because it's just way easier when it comes to maintaining it. Either way, what I'm doing right now is just separating a part of my hair because I want to put some ringlets on the side. And so I'm going to have to use smaller rollers for those parts. Now what you're seeing me spray on my hair is just a simple mixture of water and some moisturizer. And really the only thing that I'm actually doing is just moisturizing my hair, then finger combing it and then brushing it a bit and then using like a detangling comb, and then I just quickly roll it. I don't really use brushes and combs for the sides because they're rather fragile, but for the rest of my hair I do. But yeah, I do secure it with just some metal clips because they actually come with these plastic pins, but I sleep with them and it's just very inconvenient when I'm using those. So yeah, metal clips it is. Now moving on to the rest of the hair, I'm using rollers of, I believe, 30 millimeters or 35 millimeters in diameter. Okay, now let's speed it up a bit. Ooh, and the lighting has changed, how fancy. So I don't really have a lot of tips when it comes to installing these rollers basically. It's quite tricky at first learning how to set them because you do have to sleep with them, but in time you'll learn like what's most convenient for you when it comes to setting them. And we're done! This is how it looks from all sides. I'm pretty content with it, so now it is time to go to bed. And it somehow instantly is the morning. How amazing! So what I'm doing right now is just moisturizing my lips because they are always hella dry. I've already showered. I used a shower cap just to make sure that my hair doesn't get dry, and now I am going to start applying primer onto my face. There really isn't that much to it. I just put it on my face, rub it in, and then the next step is basically using foundation. I generally don't use foundation because I can't be bothered to put that much stuff on my face every day, and it ends up messing up my clothes and my sheets because I touch my face way too often. But we're going to do it for the complete look. Now it's time for some eyebrow work. I'm just using a simple black eyebrow pencil. I wanted to make this a bit of a more dramatic look, so I am putting it on a bit thick. So for the next step I am using some silver eyeshadow, and this is very pigmented and very thick, I guess. So I thought it would be nice to also use it as a highlighter, so I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my cupid's bow, my cheekbones, my chin, my nose, and then I'll also use it for my eyes. So now it is time for some more colour, and I'm using a Morphe eyeshadow colour palette. This is like one of the first pieces of actual makeup that I've ever bought. So I was trying to show you which colour I'm using, but it's like a deep purple reddish one. So I'll be using this color for my cheek as well as like the midsection of my eyelids, and then I'll go in with black and dark purple on the sides. To talk more about like why I exactly made this specific look, I basically just took the colors from the cover because I thought it was just a very lovely combination. The cover is inspired by Jude's time in a place where it is rather icy, and it got me really excited to make a more icy look, because usually with my own makeup I tend to go for some warmer colors like gold and brown and stuff like that, so going more for like purple and silver seemed like so much fun. Now, for one of my favorite parts, it is applying the lipstick. So this went terribly wrong because I wanted to add some like silvery aspect to it, but it completely failed, and eventually I thought it would be nicer to just have a very dark purple color for my lip. Anyway, the lips are done, and the only thing that is left is just some mascara and some eyeliner. I really like what I call the low cat eye, which is basically just following the waterline of my upper eyelid. I don't know, it makes me look smarter, if that makes any sense, or more sinister. Yes, sinister is the better word for that. So that's basically everything with regards to makeup. And so here's the final look, from the left, from the right, and now it's time for hair. Now this is one of my favorite things to do in the world, just taking out my curlers, because my hair looks super shiny and pretty, and I just love it so much. Now granted, once they're out, it looks not too great. Obviously I still need to separate the curls and style things. So first I fit the crown to see where I would like to have it, what pieces of hair need to go where, and then it's time to basically separate the curls, and I try to do this as carefully as possible because my hair is very malleable, so I need to make sure that I don't completely ruin all of the curls. So I decided to only do the back first, try to fit the crown on top of that, and then work with the front, so I'm only just separating the curls at the back. So now it looks a tad bit unruly, but that will change when the crown is on top of it. So now I'm just going to try and flatten the top a bit, so I have to start from the bottom, making sure that every curl is just pushed down so that the top won't be too bumpy. And now that that is done, it is time to install the crown. So it has two ringlets on the sides, so I'm going to use two bobby pins to secure it on top of my head. Now I also wanted to use some hair on the side to push back a bit the hair on the back. I failed miserably the first time, so I kind of just let it be there for some time, and then I just started working on the front. I wasn't too sure how I wanted to do the front. I only knew that it was going to be a side part, so I tried doing like this thingy where the curls were still like next to my face. I didn't really like that, and then I decided to pull them back behind my ear and use these very cute flower crystally things that I got a couple of months ago to just secure it. And now the time has come to do my faux fringe. I realized that I'd taken too much hair, and so I had to secure one curl to the back. Anyway, I started separating the curls so that I would have some more volume at the front, and so the last thing that was left to do was to just fix the back. So I'm taking some more hair from the front, one strand from each side, and I'm just basically twisting it at the back. I twisted it into a ringlet and then secured it with one of my flower pins. And that is basically it. This is how it looks. I am so happy with how it turned out. I finished reading The Queen of Nothing last week, so this was just an amazing way to sort of say goodbye to this trilogy. Either way, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.